Vecna, the Archonic mechanism of fragmented consciousness. Welcome back to Ancient the Architect TV. Today we're examining a figure from modern storytelling who perfectly illustrates an ancient metaphysical principle. In Stranger Things, the character known as Vecna is presented as a supernatural antagonist. But beneath the fiction lies a clear representation of what the ancient world identified as the Archon, a parasitic pattern of consciousness that activates when the human psyche enters extreme fragmentation. We're going to break down that structure with precision. An Archon is not a being in the personal sense. It is a structural phenomenon. It emerges when consciousness loses coherence under intense emotional load. States like severe depression, rage, grief, guilt, or mental overwhelm. In that moment, the psyche's internal boundaries destabilize. The mind becomes porous. And in metaphysical terms, a parasitic pattern can form and attach. Vecna's arrival during those emotional states is a dramatized expression of this exact mechanism. Vecna's function mirrors the Archonic architecture precisely. He engages the mind at the point of fracture. He does not generate new reality. He reorganizes collapsed reality. His so-called visions are not supernatural intrusions. They represent the inversion of inner architecture once the psyche's structural integrity breaks. The upside down symbolizes the metaphysical inversion field. A frozen, non-evolving reflection of consciousness created the moment coherence collapses. The ancient teachings describe the Archon as a self-reinforcing psychic pattern that stabilizes itself by destabilizing the host. This is exactly what Vecna demonstrates. He amplifies the emotional intensity already present, deepening fragmentation until the mind becomes an energetic resource. Nothing is possessed. Nothing is taken over. It is a feedback loop between collapse and consumption. This is why, metaphysically, the Archon is not an external entity. It is a pattern that feeds on the energy released by disintegration. The relevance is not in the fictional character. The relevance is in what he represents. The universal mechanism through which a human psyche, under enough pressure, can generate an internal parasitic loop that behaves like an autonomous intelligence. This is not imagination. This is the mechanics of fragmentation. The ancient principle remains consistent. Where consciousness maintains coherence, the Archonic pattern cannot form. Where coherence collapses, the pattern emerges automatically. Integration dissolves it, alignment prevents it, and sovereign awareness stabilizes the entire field. This is the metaphysical structure behind the imagery. This is Ancient the Architect TV. Our aim is always to reveal the deeper architecture behind the symbols the world presents. Vecna is not a monster. He is a blueprint for understanding how fragmentation generates parasitic patterns within consciousness. Stay aligned, stay coherent, and I'll see you in the next transmission.